On January 26, Iran's IRGC released a video showing a drone swarm attacking U.S. forces. The message from Tehran was clear: we see you and we can strike. However, the U.S. Navy now has a weapon that can nullify this strategy. At 6 a.m., 12 Iranian Shahed 136 kamikaze drones were launched from a base near Bandar Abbas. Their target was the U.S. Navy's USS Abraham Lincoln. These drones use a two-stroke engine and fly only along a preset GPS track until they hit the target or run out of fuel. There is no communication link, so they can't be recalled or have their course changed. As the drones climbed, an E2D Hawkeye was already circling at 7,600 meters. It had all 12 targets locked. The APY-9 radar can detect small targets up to 640 kilometers away and track more than 2,000 in just 1.2 seconds. Every destroyer in the strike group shared the same target image, proving cooperative engagement in combat. There were 41 minutes until the drones would be in range. The strike commander chose not to shoot down an Iranian reconnaissance drone circling at 3,600 meters, which was streaming video back to Tehran. The intention was to let Tehran watch as the US fired expensive interceptors at cheap drones, expecting Iran to launch even more drones. At 6:38 a.m., the lead drone was within 20 kilometers. The Mk-45, with 127mm proximity shells, fired 3 shots and achieved 3 hits, shattering 3 drones overhead. 9 targets remained, just 15 kilometers out. The CIWS fired 20mm tungsten core AP rounds, downing 4 drones in 11 seconds. 5 were left at 10 kilometers. The RIM-116 launched, scoring 5 hits in 94 seconds. All 12 drones were destroyed. The US spent $2.5 million on ammunition to stop Iranian drones worth only $360,000. The defense cost was 7 times the cost of the attack. The reconnaissance drone relayed everything in real time, acting as a deterrent. At 6:58, 3 launch sites activated together. 76 drones rose in waves, with 20 more waiting low offshore. The Hawkeye radar detected all of them. The Arleigh Burke's 96 VLS cells provide about 60 air defense interceptors, each costing $2.1 million. That means $126 million would be needed to stop drones worth just $2.3 million in total. Iran kept 20 drones in reserve behind the main group, assuming the first wave would drain US ammunition, allowing the second wave to slip through, unless no missiles were fired. The commander then ordered the Meteor weapon system to operate without restriction. Control of all engagement sectors was assumed at once. The fridge-sized device on the destroyer's foredeck did not exist 3 years ago. 2 years ago, it was only a lab prototype. It was classified and deployed just a year ago. The US Navy's first shipboard high-power microwave weapon, the Meteor 735. Any formation that entered the 18-kilometer engagement zone was targeted. 41 drones within a 25-degree arc were engaged by Meteor. Operators at Bandar Abbas saw 37 drones lose signal at once. There was no missile alert, no explosion, and no video of a blast. Communications went dead. The drones did not burn. They simply dove nose first straight into the Gulf. 4 drones at the edge sat on the beam boundary, with density below the penetration threshold. The recharge cycle was 6 seconds, and the beam slewed 15 degrees. 1 pulse, 4 debris tracks forming to the east. 35 targets received precision fire. All 35 hit the sea within 15 seconds. All 76 drones were brought down. Zen 2 tubes remained, dropping to 1. Move. 20 standby drones at low altitude surged forward at full speed, dropping to just 6 meters above the sea. They were swallowed by wave clutter. Hawkeye radar could not detect them at all either. All strike group screens showed 20 targets vanish. There will be contact in 12 minutes. About 11 kilometers away, a merchant ship was performing sea skimming. The drones briefly rose above radar range and came into sight. 18 contacts returned, and 2 microwave bursts were sent down. 18 drones moved seaward. The last 2 were brought down by ship guns, 3 kilometers away. All 96 drones were destroyed. The US did not fire any missiles. At 8 a.m., Iran's command unleashed its full firepower. 2 Hormuz-Fars anti-ship ballistic missiles were launched near Shiraz. These missiles reached a terminal speed of Mach 3. Each carried a 650 kW warhead and used electronic guidance during climb. At the same time, 80 Shah drones lifted off from 4 coastal sites. 6 Peacock fast attack boats dashed out at 52 knots. Each ship carried 2 anti-ship missiles, creating a 3-pronged assault with both ballistics and boats. In just 90 seconds, the boats were in range. There was a pause as the 23rd drone was expected to arrive in 44 minutes. 4 SM-2 Block 3C missiles launched vertically, climbing to 24,000 meters to intercept the ballistic missiles. These 4 SM-2s successfully intercepted 2 ballistic missiles at 30,000 meters. An MH-60R Seahawk was monitoring the surface 40 kilometers south of the zone, set outside all planned firing arcs. 6 AGM-114 Hellfires destroyed 6 speedboats within 8 minutes. Before launch, 80 drones attacked from 4 directions. The Aegis system computed solutions precisely to maximize beam tracking coverage, while also meeting the thermal budget. The Meteor system fired on a preset schedule, with 4 pulses, each 6 seconds apart. There were 24 cycles, with 80 laps in total. Another 60 drones surged up from the remaining coastal sites. This was Ulam's last-ditch gamble. Meteor ingests Hawkeye data and locks onto 53 targets in 30 seconds. However, 400's combat now means the water cooling exchangers have reached their heat limit. The weapon core will cool to a safe level in 90 seconds. 7 drones are still close, moving at 185 kilometers per hour. They are 4.6 kilometers out. There is no directed energy cover. CRAM takes down 3 at 4 kilometers. CIWS takes down 2. Meteor comes back online and takes down the final 2 drones, 9 kilometers out by 7. In total, 300 drones have been brought down, along with 2 ballistic missiles. 6 boats are engaged, using 4 SM-2s and 6 Hellfires. Meteor's key advantage is its ability to down many drones. Iran lost well over 300 drones in total. They fully exposed their entire coastal launch network to a strike group that was fully armed and had every reason to use force.